We're trying to find the distance between 2 points. Basically, if I stood at one point and I walked directly to the other point, how far would it be? And you might remember from some previous math classes something called the distance formula. And that's nice and all, but it's kind of tricky. It's got the square roots and all sorts of other things in it. What you might not know is the distance formula is really just the Pythagorean theorem in disguise. And we all know the Pythagorean theorem, right? A squared plus b squared equals c squared. We know that one, so let's use that to find the distance between 2 points. So I have these 2 points, 4, 7, so I'm going to count by twos. 2, 4, 2, 4, 6, 7, right here. And 2, 2, which is right here. I'm trying to find this distance between them. Well, guess what? I went over 2, and then I went up 5. I can count. I went up 5 to get there, right? 2, 5. So what's the third side of that triangle? We know how to find that with the Pythagorean theorem, right? 2 squared plus 5 squared equals c squared. So we have 29 equals c squared. What's the square root of 29? Well, it's the square root of 29 equals c. So the distance, or the distance between those 2 points is the square root of 29. You could plug that in a calculator and find out the actual number, like a decimal. That's how far it is from those 2 points. What about these other ones? Negative 1, 2, negative 3, 4. Trying to find this distance. Well, remember, this just forms a triangle. We went over 2, then we went up 2. So we have 2 squared plus 2 squared equals c squared. So we have 4 plus 4, which is 8, equals c squared. Therefore, c equals the square root of 8. We could simplify that. C equals 2 root 2. If you can't remember how to do that, I'll link a video on how to simplify radicals, but there you go. 2 root 2. Let's try one more. They're all upside down on here. So another one we had is 5, negative 4. 5, negative 4, and negative 3, negative 2. So let's see how far these are away from each other. We go over 5, down 4, over 3, 1, 2, 3, down 2, 1, 2. I'm going to find this distance right there. So how far did we go down? We went down 2. How far did we go over? We went over 8, because we went from negative 3 to 5. Okay, so 2 squared plus 8 squared equals c squared. So we have 4 plus 64 equals c squared. So that's 68 equals c squared. So c equals root 68. Then we can simplify this if we want. Let's see, 68 is 2 and 34. 34 is 2 and 17. So 68 is the same as 2 times 2 times 17. So we can take one of those 2's out, and we have c equals 2 root 17. All done.